Let's see if I can remember how to do all this. Hello and welcome back to another review of me, Kevin Grant on whiskey. It's been a full month since I've been here, since I've been back in the room with my whiskey doing a review. So I need to get back to it. I need to remember how to do everything, set the camera up, make sure it's all okay. So let's hope this goes to plan. I've been in Canada for 3 weeks. I've had some time off. I've been back at work. So now, I said, full of September, no videos, but the start of October, let's start off with something I really enjoy, something which is staple in my collection, which is a Bunnahabhain 12. Bunnahabhain 12 is an Islay malt. It's one of the most kind of remote areas on Islay as well, in Port Ascay. And that's just as reaps and reaps of history. Bunnahabhain, a huge staple from there. Everything used to get brought in on a boat, and then they finally built a one-track road. It was safer to do so. There's just so much going on. It looks old and run down. The style have came in, completely ramped it and made it look better. I've never been, unfortunately, somewhere I need to go. I've been to a good few on Islay, but Bunnahabhain's still one which I would love to go and experience and explore. So I've chosen Bunnahabhain 12 today, just looking at what I've not reviewed yet and what I've still got sitting in on my shelf, which I've not done already. So we've chose this, Bunnahabhain 12. This is 46.3% ABV, non-chill filtered, natural colour, all the stuff that we want to see on a bottle. It's dark, so we can't see the colour through it, unfortunately, but I've already got it in the glass. I've got it sitting here, just kind of taking its time, just to sit and get a little bit more flavour in there. I've got an idea what it's going to taste like, but I've actually just never reviewed it. I just know it's something that I enjoy, so hopefully we get another good experience today. And we'll go through some of the kind of history of it and all these other little things. And again, thanks for everyone for tuning in. If you've still stuck around and you've been twiddling your thumbs when I've not been here, there's other creators out there on YouTube doing reviews, so hopefully been popping around. And if you're still there, my wee bell icon should have went off, and you know I'm back, and it's going to be the weekly stuff. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button as well, and you'll see weekly content coming out from myself. But let's get into this. Let's do a little bit of history on it. One of the things I found out about this, so first of all, easy to see, 1881 is when it was established. It's an old distillery, it's been there for a good while. One of the things that I found out, the 12-year-old was actually brought out in 1979, and it's been there ever since as part of the core range. Burn Stewart had this distillery. Usually when these guys, and they change hands over time, things change, core ranges change, distillery managers want to give it something different, but they've stuck with the 12-year-old. It's what the people wanted. Bunnahabhain have listened, and it's been stuck around. It was 40%, 43% for a good time, and I think maybe 2010 is when this might have changed to 46.3%, which is its staple from now. And as we say, non-chill filtered, natural colour. Bunnahabhain as well is a distillery, which is the only distillery on Islay which uses pure spring water from the Margadale River. They've got pipes straight from the Margadale River which bring it straight into the distillery. It's an unpeated whiskey, it's a non-peated, the 12-year-old. They do get natural, soft, smoky notes from it, from slightly in the river because of the peat bogs, but they don't add anything to it. They use the Concerto barley strain for both their peated and unpeated. So this is Concerto barley. And they also keep all their whiskey on site, aging at Bunnahabhain in their warehouses, right on the coast. It's just so much going on there, and it's just this little hideaway. And I think it looks over to the south of Jura as well. Enough about the kind of chit chat of that. I think I want to get this on the nose. I want to get it on the palate. I want to let you know what I think of this. And then at the end I want to let you know something else that I'm going to be doing. So we'll take this off my little glass topper. I've got some water here as well, just in case I want to add some, but we'll wait and see. I know I don't like it with it, but I'm going to do it anyway, just so everyone knows what if there's any differences. So if you look first of all, the colour, it's a kind of rusty bronze, natural colour, non-chill filtered. This is ex-bourbon and ex-sherry as well, it's matured in, so it's had a double maturation. So you expect these kind of vanilla notes and things that you'll get from your bourbon cask, and then you've got your sherry notes, your kind of fruity caramels, toffees, and all these blended in together from it. So let's see what we get on the nose. The colour's wonderful. It's very fresh. The tiniest bit of peat, I would say, if any, tiny bit of smoke. Slightly fruity, nutty, and fruity. So it's got that kind of nut note. I always do get a nutty note with Bunnahabhain, I feel. So it's nutty, slight nutty note, fruit-led, very, very fruit-led. That little coastal hit as well, just I think from the aging process, it's got that coastal maritime hit. Subtle though. It's bold, everything in this is bold and subtle at the same time. Subtle nut note, I always get that, always just pops in. But that kind of fresher fruit note, slight smoky note. But it's just wonderful on the nose. We'll get it on the palate, that's where we'll go for here. The legs on it are wonderful too, like that. Slange everyone, welcome back. Yeah, I do love it. This is staple. This is one that when it's done, it gets bought again. It is just so consistent throughout the years I've drank it. It's just been, I think it's the most consistent I've tried in a whiskey throughout the time. When it changes every year, you can get subtle differences, but for this, it just gets, I think it even gets better and better. There, it was very, the kind of fruit comes through again. You do have that kind of vanilla hit from it. It's the lighter fruits, the kind of sweeter, maybe slightly stewed, soft, fresh fruits coming through. Just if it's been like full harvest time and it's prime time for your fruit picking. Your kind of strawberries, raspberries, cherries, that kind of softer, sweet fruits you're getting. The wee coastal hit stays there, slightly nutty still. There's a tiny wee delicate spice on it as well. It's so subtle and soft. It's just, it's so nice. Fruity, vanilla, coastal, tiny bit of spice, nothing in your face, nothing to make you stand up, but it is just there. It just gives you a little tickle on the way down. It's magic, absolutely magic. I will add a little bit of water to this just to try it. I wouldn't touch it anymore. I think when they've watered it down to 46.3, that's the magic number. Distill having, they've got Bunnahabhain, they've got Deanston, they've got Lecce, Tobermory, all in the one big house. This is their portfolio, and if you look at them all, it's all 46.3% for the core range that you do see, especially all the 12-year-olds from each distillery, 46.3%. So they've stuck with a recipe, they've stuck with an ABV, keeping to it, non-chill filtered, natural colour, and it says it right on the label for us, and that's what we want. So tiny bit of water, we'll have a wee try this. I don't get anything really different on the nose from that little plop in there. Maybe getting something, I don't think it's a water, it's just something I maybe missed on the first couple of sips. There's maybe a slight Parma violet note to it. Those purple little sweets or candies it used to get. That slight note to it. Subtle smoke. Subtle spice. big bangs of flavour from your vanillas and your fruits. That little salty coastal note. It is just a lot of flavours together which are so well balanced. Cracking whiskey, you can get this, I think, really anywhere. It's quite, it's out there, supermarkets, probably your local whiskey shop as well, online. It's readily available, which is great for me. I've got maybe just half a bottle left, which that will last me for sure. It will last me for a while. I will get a new bottle once this is done. This is a great whiskey. When people ask me what should I get someone gift wise, I'm not too sure. They don't like Islay, but this is something you can push towards Islay because it's non-peated. It's got absolutely punched full of flavour, and it's great price. Non-chill filtered, natural colour, age statement. We've got everything that we need on the bottle. This is one that I would be going for. I would recommend, and I have recommended to a lot of people, just as a lot of people like it. A lot of people like it. Great distillery, one I will go to hopefully over the next year or so. If I get a trip back to Islay, I'll go to the distilleries that I've not done yet and get a wee tour and see what other kind of nuggets of information that I can find. But that's been the review on this, and I want to get on to the next little bit. I've been away for so long, I've had so many ideas, and I'm going to hit you with a couple of ideas, and in the comments below I want you to let me know what you think about it. So the ideas are, I want to try and do some interviews with some people, so maybe short interviews of maybe distillery managers, tour guides, people that have been there for a while, just phoning up, see if I can work something out. It might have to be a link on the computer to get them in, and maybe some YouTube stars as well, some other people that are doing whiskey related content, is try and speak to them. How are they enjoying it? What is bringing them into this and all going forward? And I've got a little fun wee kind of quiz question I would like to put in there in front of these people too. So that's something in the pipeline. That won't be a weekly thing, that might be a monthly thing every 3 months. It's going to depend on my schedule and other people's, but it's something I'm going to start getting the ball rolling on. So let me know if that's something you would like to see. The next thing I'd like to talk about is the OSWA, which is an Online Scotch Whisky Awards, which Roy from Aquavitae and Ralfy from Ralfy.com, two huge stars in the YouTube game and the whiskey game from online, have collaborated and brought this amazing thing forward, that the top kind of 20 YouTubers that do whiskey content that have huge influence on the YouTube and online stage have got together and picked categories. In 6 of the categories they've got the best Scotch, the best value, the best blend and all these things that they've picked. Not that a huge judging panel sat there blind and tasted. They have picked which the community enjoy. The website is oswa.co.uk. I will put a link in the description below to head over to have a look to see what they're doing. I think it's absolutely magic. I think it's going to really change the game on pricing and how distilleries look at it, because everyone does look online before they buy whiskey. I find these days a lot of people want to see reviews, they want to see quick reviews, they want to see long reviews on what's happening. So head over there, it's free to do as well, to put your vote in and just see what you think. I found it very difficult. I did my vote and I found it very difficult, but I think it's an amazing thing, and I tip my hat to both you guys and everyone else that's involved. People are involved from Scotland, England, Ireland, Sweden, America, Canada, just to name a few countries, and further afield. So you're getting a huge balance from around the globe. But that's all I've got just now. These are the things that have been running through my head since I've been off and relaxing. I am glad to be back. I'm glad to be bringing content again. Hopefully this can all take off. I'm near the 500 mark of subscribers, so hopefully maybe by the end of the year we can get to that milestone. So if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe already, and we'll get that ball rolling. But as always, I'm going to go and sit back. I'm going to relax. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Bunnahabhain 12 and just chill for the rest of the day. But as always, I've been Kevin from Kevin Grant on Whisky. Join me next week. Let's talk whiskey. Slàinte, folks.